Hello, and welcome to the Cityline edition of Cityline. Please welcome, like my long-lost friend, haven't seen her in forever, Kimberley Seldon in her hot red pants. How are you?
Sweetie.
Man, those look good on you.
So springy.
So I love that you're back for the Cityline edition of Cityline because we have a lot to talk about. There's so many projects in there.
Yes.
Including art, and art is, you know, sort of a favorite topic here on Cityline, and framing it. We always come up with new ways to do it. Cityline has a section on framing your art in such an easy way.
Well, they've made a lot of references throughout this issue for DIY. So if you love DIY, it seems to be that kind of season. We get kind of inspired by the spring coming out, and we thought this was a lot of fun. They created a way to display movable, flexible pieces of artwork, whatever that is. Pictures from a magazine, maybe, summer photos from a great vacation, a sketch of a beautiful bottle of Chanel perfume, and then frame it using what is called washi tape. So the first time I saw washi tape, I was in Japan, and I had to buy some, and it's one of those things you buy and your husband goes, "What are you going to do with that?" So
why'd you waste money on that?
4 years later, I can tell him, "Bob, this is what you do, see, with washi tape." You can remove it, so if you're renting or it's an apartment and you're not going to be there forever, you don't have to put nails in the wall. It can be a completely flexible art gallery. You make it your own.
Think students in a dorm. Think posters, movie posters, concert posters. You can put all of that stuff up and give it a cute little frame.
Exactly, and we're planning a wedding at our house. Our daughter's getting married, so favorite dresses can go up. My son would be framing guitars. You know, you get the idea. It's meant to be really fun and really loose and really casual. And it got us thinking about the freedom and the flexibility Canadians are craving when it comes to decorating. So we started talking then about boho style. And one of the nice things about boho style is you really get to explore your personality, have a little bit more fun. So we went to West Elm. They have great inventory, great price points, and we selected some items that have that kind of loose, funky boho style feeling to them. The carpet, for example, a nice industrial feeling console table. And you know, industrial has been hot for a really long time. But what's happening now, it's become almost too antiseptic. It's all industrial, and that's a little bit cold. So by mixing it with personality pieces like the footstool covered in a Kilim rug, like a funky art lamp that looks like it's from the 70s, you're giving it a bit more personality, which I think it really is speaking to Canadians. We're creative. You know, we're a creative country, and we have a lot of freedom and flexibility, and I think that shows up in our decorating.
We have a ton of personality. This rug looks like you just want to roll in it.
It's awesome, I know.
Doesn't it? You just want to snuggle up in this rug.
So the DIY project got everybody in my office kind of teased me about not being able to DIY, and I'm like, I can totally get my DIY on if I have to. So I took some wallpaper, and I framed it myself.
You did it yourself?
I did. So these two pieces of artwork on either side of the great mirror from West Elm, wallpaper that we had left over from client projects.
That's my wallpaper. That's in my living room.
It is, really?
It totally is.
I totally love that wallpaper.
I love that wallpaper,
and it pops on the orange wall. That's what I really like about it as well.
Very cool. You did a great job, Kimberly.
Well,
you cut it out all by yourself. You bought an IKEA frame. You put it in the IKEA frame.
You see how this goes. You see, I don't get any love. So then Victoria in my office, who is way more talented in every way, went to the dollar store, spent $6, came back with some bright pink butterflies, and we were all like, oh yeah, like that's gonna look good. Spray painted them and framed them, and I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating. I've seen pieces like this for $1,000 at various stores in New York, etc. So anyway, Victoria is the queen of decorating in our office.
Victoria
DIY.
rocks
Isn't that pretty?
Not to say anything about your beautiful projects as well, Kimberly.
No, it's for the beginner.
Gorgeous.
I do the beginner
No,
DIY.
I think that looks
great. This is a little bit more complicated, but it's really cool. I mean, you can imagine if you had a really grand scale frame, how that would look amazing in your living room or anywhere. I'd be proud to hang that.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the boho chic and the framing your art in the Cityline edition that we're talking about this month. You'll see a lot about picnicking as well.
I loved that story.
So
I love that
fun.
story. And if you love the idea of DIY and craft markets, they list several. Calgary, Halifax, Winnipeg, and Toronto have markets coming up. And there's a great feature too by a designer named Emily Griffin. She takes a plain white extra bedroom and turns it into a pretty and pink craft room. So
it's very nice.
There's definitely a theme throughout the magazine of taking back your space and making it your own and being empowered by your ability to decorate well.